Hello guys, welcome to my second part of how to make a clicker game. In this video, we will be adding a bunch of more stuff to the clicker game. And first, let's start with upgrades. So right now, it's a bit boring because when you get your clicks, it doesn't really do anything. There's no point of getting them. So then, I am going to make a new sprite. Oh, first I want to name this. Let's see, how about lights? And I am going to make a new sprite. And this button is going to make your mouse power a bit stronger. So mouse power is how much you get for each click. It will turn to a bit of a higher number. So I'm going to start making the upgrade button, and I'm going to speed this up a bit. Okay, and done. This will be our little upgrade button for mouse power. So I'm going to name it upgrade 1, because assuming we're going to have more than one upgrade. Alright, and first let's make it go to a nice spot. So I think here is nice because we're going to have a couple under it and then a couple on this side. So I'm going to get a when green flag clicked. We'll go to where I just put it. And then we get a forever loop. And then we're gonna get an let's get an if else. Whoops. If touching mouse pointer, we're gonna do that brightness effect we did for Scratchcat. So let me just quickly code that. Set brightness effect to 10. And then if we're not touching it, set it back to 0. So there we go. That is nice. I don't think I want a grow effect. I think the brightness is good enough. So then, inside the if, we'll get an if mouse down. So if we've clicked on it, and let's actually replace that. So if we've clicked on it, and our score is more than the price. So if you didn't see, I set the price to 50. You can do any price you want. So then if it's more than 49, we don't do if it's more than 50 because it's not if it's equal and more. It's just only if it's more. So that means that if we do have 49, it won't work. But if we have 50, it will, or more, it will work. So now if it's more than 49, so if it's 50 and the mouse is down, then let's make a new variable and call it power. This is going to be the power of our click. So I'm gonna hide that and change power by 1 and then change cache or score by -50. This number you do whatever the price is. So let's say it's $50. We change it by -50 because we take away $50 because we bought it. And change power by 1 means we get 1 plus mouse power. Alright, that is nice. And let's also get a weight after it. Let's say 0.5. So then, actually no, let's get a wait until not mouse down. So now it's actually a click, because let's say you have 100 and you click it, and it's gonna buy it twice because I never told it to stop buying it. So wait until not mouse down. Now let's code the power. It's actually really easy. Let's just first set power to 1, so it changes by 1, and then change score by power. So what this does is whatever the power variable has, so let's say power's 5, it changes the score by power. So now let's test that out. So we click. Let me try to go quickly. Halfway. Oh yeah, right now it won't let us because we don't got 50. And then now we have 50. And now we're at 0 and it changes by 2. There we go. And now if we get it again, we're going to have 3. There we go. That is nice. Alright, now upgrades are done. And now what I'm going to do is, let's see here. Probably, let's add 2 types of upgrades. There's plus mouse power, and you automatically get clicks. So how that works is, let's duplicate this because I don't want to spend a long time doing another one. And let's make it go to 205. So that's on the other side of the screen. And this upgrade is going to make it that every second you're going to get a click automatically. So first, let me just change this thumbnail real quick. Alright, that didn't take that long. Well, now we have our second upgrade, and now I changed the price for this one for 70, so if it's more than 69, and instead of a change power by 1, we're gonna add a new sprite and click per sec, or short form for second, click per second, and we're going to change click per second by 1 and change score. This number has to be -70 because I changed the price, and I'll put this back in here. So click per second. In Scratchcat, we go over here, and now let's code the click per second. So when green flag clicks, set it to 0, and I'm gonna get another block and go when green flag clicked forever. Change our score by click per second, and let's wait 1 second. So right now the click per second is 0, so it won't change our thing by anything. But if we have enough money to buy it, I'm gonna make our money a bit higher right now. So now we have that much. If I buy click per second, now we get a click every second, and mouse power will still work. Ooh, now we get 7. And there we go. 2 types of upgrades. Let's see, what else should we do now? Well, for starters, let's make a couple more upgrades. I'm going to have a second upgrade for the mouse strength. I want to connect them. That's good. -18. And let me quickly make the costume. I don't need to speed this up, I can do it quick. Let's just make it 5, and it should cost 5 times the amount, so 250. And here we just change its cost, 249. Take away -250 and change power by 5 instead. And let's also add a second upgrade for these ones. Let me connect it. Let me change its Y. It's also -18. Let me quickly do that. So same thing here. It's 5, and it's 5 times the amount. And let's also make it take away the cost and the score more than 349, and click per sec 5. And let's do a little bit of play testing. So we click, and I am going to save up for the 1+ mouse pointer power. Let me get that. and now I can get it again 2 times as fast, so that's what I'll do. And then once I think that I have enough mouse power, I am going to try to save up for the 5+. Ooh, 5 is a nice number. I'm gonna save up for 10 mouse power. So right now we have 7. Now 8. Now 9. Now 10. So I'm gonna save up for 250. There we go. Let me also get these. I'm gonna save up for actually the 5+ auto click. There we go. And right before I end this video, I will also add a personal high score if someone wants that. But for a personal high score, we gotta make a new sprite. Let's call it high score. And let's set your high score. Actually, we don't need to set that. I will only set it once I share it, because then everyone will have a high score of 0. But right now, we're gonna get this code. Let's get a when green flag clicked forever. If, let's get a more than, if your score, your points are more than your high score, that means you just got a new high score. It's higher. So we're going to set high score to score. And let's show the high score. And my high score is 0 right now. And let me click. Alright, there. Now I'm going to restart. My high score is 13. Let's see if I can beat it. Yay, I beat my high score. And as you see, it changes up, but if I restart the game, it's still there and I gotta beat it again. But it looks a bit weird right now, but if I make it the large readout, people might not be able to tell that it's a high score. So I'm gonna move it there, go into the backdrop, and write high score next to it. And I'm gonna make that a bit smaller. And zoom in. Let's make that a bit bigger. There we go. High score 26. And there we go. That is how to make upgrades and a high score. And in the next video, I'll make high score for everybody who's played it, but on one exception. To do a cloud variable, which means everyone shares it, you're going to need to be a scratcher, which means you have to have at least 5 good games. So just have 5 good games and you can use cloud variables to make a high score that everybody shares. Alright, that's it for this video. Bye.